Hawaii.
Well, thank you very much. This is a very humbling and exciting time for my wife Heather and I. I have so many people to thank. The process was, the people in charge of the process were so very wise, because we needed to get going and keep the continuity that June has developed here in recruiting and staff members and things such as that. But I just, number one, want to thank June Jones. There will be never another June Jones. He's one of a kind. I've said all the time, I've been fortunate to be with some great coaches. June Jones is the best coach in the game. What he's done here, going from 0-12 to 12-0, I don't know another coach that could have done that. He is responsible for this. Possibly what I can be is the glue to hold it together so that we can continue on. And we're at that point. I mean, we have excellent coaches, George Lumpkin, Cal Lee, Rich Miano. I saw Ron Lee over here. There's a reason we were 12-0 and went to the Sugar Bowl, and that's because of the coaches we have. But more importantly, it's because of the players we have. Adam's here. I just hugged the whole team, leaving in their uniforms. I guess they're going to Congress, or are they going to practice? Legislature. But you know, they're the greatest. I've coached. Somebody said I've coached for 40 years. I hate to really admit that, but because this was my 40th year of coaching, and the two greatest coaching experiences, and I've said that over and over, and my wife knows this, was in '99 when I came here with June. And I didn't think there'd ever be anything better than that, because you could see those kids grow. You could see them believing and just turning over. It was a great educational experience, a great fun time. And then the other time is this time. This was the greatest year I've ever been involved with. These guys believed in each other. Reverend Pastor Norm said at the banquet that God was our 12th man, and I really believe that. I mean, a lot of times it was like we were playing angels in the outfield. How are we going to turn this around? And Adam Leonard makes a play, or Colt makes a play, or Kiala makes a play that just comes out of nowhere. But they believed. They knew they were going to make the play. They knew they were going to win. It's just a class group of guys. Like I said, I appreciate very much the honor, and I'm very humble to accept the head football coaching position for the University of Hawaii Warriors. I think what we have to do is we have to build on what we have going now. We've got something special going on now. We have leadership. Every team has a different personality. And we have a team that really believes, honestly, I think defensively we're even going to be better than we were last year. Obviously, we lost some good offensive players, and we as coaches and players are going to have to do a great job of recruiting and get some guys in here, and which we are prepared to do. But you know, the support that was shown, I've never been around before, and I've been lucky enough to be at some places that has great support. But the key to me was, after we barely beat Louisiana Tech, we were still learning how to be a team. We were still really learning how to play the run. We were still We were, we had some turnovers. We were scrambling in the game. I'd worried about that game since I came here, because I know where, well, I don't know where the town was, but when we got there, I knew what kind of a place it was. You had beaten them very bad the year before. They were waiting there. They had a senior offense that were really good players. The crowd was, we walked into a pit. And our guys fought and fought and fought and didn't quit. And I knew then that we were going to be a good football team. And then what was so exciting is that we went to Las Vegas, and half the crowd was from the University of Hawaii, which just brought tears to my eyes. I mean, it was so supportive, and we beat the heck out of them. And the crowd really helped us. The players did the play. Players make plays. Players are the most important factor in our program, and everything we can do to help them, that's our job. But then you go to Reno, and half the crowd is our crowd. Then you go to San Jose State, which was an unbelievable game. There's no way we should have won that game with the field conditions, and they found a way to win that game. And then you go, it's not easy. There aren't many people in this room that are undefeated in the in the regular season. And these guys did that. They did it the hard way. We played our tough games at the end. They were all good teams. They were all top 10 offensive teams. They were good on defense. But the crowd here, those last two games, it was sold out, and it was such a support. But then the highlight was going to the Sugar Bowl. And I think we were a little at awe in the beginning. But after that, I think we've watched the film. After about the first quarter and a half, our guys settled down. They only got 110 yards in the third and fourth quarter. I know the offense settled down and started scoring at the end, so they didn't quit. But what was so special is there were 16,000 people that came from Hawaii, and there were 16,000 people from the mainland that were there. We're right at the point where we can be a big-time football program. We can be the Miami of the Pacific, back when Miami won, because people follow us around now. People know our guys. People are excited about our style. We're not going to change our style. Ron Lee knows the run and shoot as well as anyone. I'm not going to really announce. I know people have been announcing, but I'm not going to announce my staff till later on. It'll be a mixture of coaches that are here and coaches that we bring in. But we're going to keep what June has built. There's no reason to fix something that isn't broken. I ran the run and shoot. I had the good fortune to be on the Denver Gold team when June was the offensive coordinator and Mouse Davis was the head coach. And the league went down, and we were one of the only teams that were still getting paid. So we spent 6 months just clinicking each other. So I've got notebooks of Mouse Davis talking about the run and shoot. And then I took it to Oregon Tech. Ron was my offensive coordinator, and we led the country for 4 years in total offense because of Ron. I'm gonna stay working on the defense, but I know the run and shoot, so I'll want to, I'm not going to get in anybody's way, but I want to know what we're doing, and make some calls every once in a while, just because I like to throw at those other guys every once in a while too. They've thrown at me all my life, so I like to tell them to go deep a couple of times, but the thing is now is the time that we need help. Now is the time. It's interesting because Heather and I stay down in Waikiki, so we go out to dinner every night and meet see the bellboys and see the waitresses and the waiters, and those are